Hi everyone, and we're just going to wait for a few more people to jump on before I begin. Today we are going to be discussing hairdressing, mainly around apprenticeships. We've got Mollie, who's going to be joining us today. She's a current apprentice, and we've also got Hayley, who is our hairdressing assessor. I can see Mollie's already put a request in. Perfect. We'll just wait for Hayley to pop hers on, and then we'll get started. Just to give you a bit of a heads up, this week is National Apprenticeship Week, hence why we're doing a Instagram live all around apprenticeships within hairdressing sector. We do have our virtual open days coming up, so feel free to obviously apply and pre-register for them. If you're interested in actually applying for a specific course and you already know that exact course that you want, please feel free to obviously hop over to the website and apply. I think Hayley's having a little bit of difficulty joining, so what I will do is I'll see if I can add her manually here. So I'll just send a request. And should have worked. It's connecting. Ah, perfect. Hi.
You're right, Sean.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Good. Enjoying the snow?
Yeah, definitely. It's been non-stop, hasn't it? We've got
Yeah.
a little bit left over now.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, I'm not gonna spare any time. I want to get straight into it. And I'm going to ask you the first question. It's not really a question. I just want you to kind of introduce yourself, really, if that's all right.
Yeah, brilliant. So my name's Hayley. So I'm the hairdressing apprenticeship assessor at North Kent College. So I teach some of our apprentices on a Monday, and then for the majority of the week, I'm out and about in the salons, carrying out salon assessments. So yeah, that's my job role.
Perfect, lovely. So my first question is, what are the benefits of carrying out an apprenticeship? Well, a hair apprenticeship as well, really.
So firstly, I would say that a benefit of carrying out a hairdressing apprenticeship, I mean, you're in that environment from day one. So it's not like when you first start, you're out the back, hiding away, like you're literally having to deal with clients, having to sort of watch up all the stylists in the salon. So yeah, you're literally in that world from day one, which because of that, it obviously builds up your communication skills. Down the line, it builds up like your practical skills because you get your hand in sort of quite quickly. Even if it's just like helping shampoo clients with the stylists. But yeah, so I think it's good because again, you're sort of engaged with clients straight away. Another benefit I think is a lot of salons tend to keep on their apprentices after. So obviously it takes up to 2 years to finish a hair apprenticeship. And them employers, they've obviously moulded that apprentice, and obviously the apprentice is used to the salon. So yeah, you tend to, 9 times out of 10, obviously if the vacancy is there as well, yeah, you do tend to sort of be kept on as then to go on as a junior stylist.
Definitely. That's good because then that saves you kind of the hassle in a sense of having to find a job. Obviously 9 times out of 10 that one left you might, but realistically it's a high percentage that you will kind of just fall into it naturally in a sense, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it just gives you a chance to like build up your experience as well, really. Just maybe, I mean, it's good to obviously go down all different routes in hairdressing, but at least spend a few years in that salon, just gaining that sort of client-based experience.
Brilliant. I think that's one of the main things obviously around apprenticeships is getting straight in there, getting stuck in that practical, that hands-on, kind of putting that theory into practice and vice versa as well, really, which is amazing, to be honest.
Exactly that.
Definitely. Right, okay, so the next one. What are the requirements of carrying out an apprenticeship with North Kent College?
So, what you need to have to carry out a hair apprenticeship, you firstly need a grade 4 in maths and English. So that's not even something we say that we'd like. It's not a preference. It's like an apprenticeship requirement. So you have to have a grade 4, as I say, in maths and English, to even be sort of considered for an apprenticeship. You also need to have a placement in a salon. So you have to have somewhere that is willing to obviously have you work there and carry out your apprenticeship. The salon has to, obviously there's a few requirements for the salon as well. They have to make sure, I mean, they have to allow you to go to college 1 day a week. They have to obviously be aware of how much they should pay you, the general requirements of having an apprentice. So as long as all of that is okay and the salon sort of ties in with what is expected, then yeah, that's sort of pretty much the requirements to do a hair apprenticeship with us.
Brilliant, perfect, thank you. Obviously, a big part of apprenticeships is the learning while earning kind of side of things. So that moves me on to my next question: is kind of what's the salary that or the wage that they would be expecting as an apprentice?
So again, as you say, it's definitely another benefit to doing an apprenticeship. But the thing is, although you can look at it like, oh, I'm getting paid, you're getting paid for something that you love. Like you're getting paid for learning, and you're getting paid for starting obviously your career in hairdressing. So yeah, that's obviously a benefit to it as well. But it's currently £4.15 an hour. It does go up every April, so obviously in a couple of months it's going to increase slightly again. It's only, I think last time it was about 25p or something an hour. But obviously it's something that you're getting at the end of that month.
Yeah.
When I done my hairdressing apprenticeship, I think it was about £1.90 or £2 something an hour. So yeah, if you think that doesn't sound like a lot now, what they're being paid, back then it was, yeah, even worse.
Yeah, brilliant, perfect, thank you. So my next question is, what's the difference of carrying out an apprenticeship or a full-time hairdressing course?
So they are both, I mean, either one you do, you will still get a recognisable hairdressing qualification that will allow you to obviously work in a salon. I think it comes down to personal preference, really. But the differences are an apprenticeship, obviously you're working, you're in that environment. You get training in your salon as well. You're learning anyway day to day, but you should be getting sort of that set time aside for training.
Yeah.
And again, yeah, you attend college 1 day a week, and that's up to 2 years. So a full-time course, you attend college, it depends, but about 2 to 3 times a week. And yeah, obviously you're not in that salon environment as in a workplace. Our salons in the college, I mean, if you walked in, it literally just looks like a salon.
It does, doesn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah, they're quite large as well.
Yeah.
So we have tried to do it as close to like a commercially viable working salon as possible. So at least full-time learners, they still do get that sort of feel for being in a salon. But yeah, as I say, they're both recognisable qualifications. I think it just comes down to personal preference. Yeah. What I would say though is if someone knows they want to do hairdressing, so some people, like since they were a child, like they played with like their Barbie's hair and stuff like that, if you definitely know you want to do an apprenticeship, then do hairdressing, sorry, I'd say to do an apprenticeship. But if you're sort of a bit unsure or not sure if you'd like it, maybe do a level 1 full-time course and sort of see how that goes, see if you enjoy it. And then that way you can sort of get your maths and English grades on the side as well if need be. Or like I say, if it suits you better, then do the level 2 full-time course.
Perfect, thank you. So what would your advice be, or what would you suggest to somebody looking into considering an apprenticeship? Obviously you just kind of touched on it there. If you're not too sure, then kind of go for the full time at college. But if it's something you're really passionate about and you know that that's what you want to do, then probably an apprenticeship is a no-brainer really then.
Yeah, definitely. I think again, you're in that environment from day one. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that. And again, yeah, maybe I mean some people this year they unfortunately didn't get the grades for maths and English to do an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
So actually done our level one hairdressing course. Obviously doing the maths and English alongside that, and then at the end of the year they can potentially do an apprenticeship then. So yeah, it's just sort of different ways really. But I think in hairdressing in general, I think you just need to be aware that obviously you are on your feet all the time, especially when you first go straight into working in a salon. I remember when I first started, I'd literally go home and I'd go straight on the sofa, put my feet up because my feet were killing. But now you don't even think about it. And it's like blow drying as well. I think all hairdressers have like muscles on their arms because it's surprising how much work you put into it. But yeah, just all of them things will pass. It sort of can be hard at first.
Yeah.
Can sometimes seem like in an apprenticeship, you're doing all the jobs like making the teas, sweeping up the hair,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't realise how much you're actually learning as well as doing all of that.
Definitely. Could you just confirm the levels that we offer? Do you know the exact levels that we offer around apprenticeships, or just general hair courses?
Yep. So for apprenticeships, we just do a level 2 hairdressing apprenticeship. It's something that down the line we're hoping to do a level 3 apprenticeship, but again, currently just level 2. Our full-time hair courses, we do a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. So
Lovely, thank you. And how, if somebody's obviously interested in doing a hairdressing apprenticeship in particular,
yeah.
how would they go about that? Would they need to contact yourself, go onto the website? How does it kind of work?
So it varies really. I mean, some people they come through, they have an interview, and then it's only then that they sort of it may come to light that it's an apprenticeship that they want to do.
Okay.
So either way, really. I mean, whether it's an apprenticeship or a full-time course, what you would need to do is you would have to go onto the college website. You have to go to the level 2. It doesn't actually say apprenticeship on there. It says level 2 at Dartford will be the one that you'd have to apply for.
Mm-hmm.
So they would need to apply. Then they would be contacted by the manager for hair, Claire. She would get in contact with them, carry out an interview.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few requirements, like they have to submit some tasks before they're interviewed. It's just so she can see that obviously their level of commitment for hairdressing. As well as after the interview, they would then have to do taster sessions as well. So this is just to give them a bit of an insight as to what is involved in hairdressing. So after that, again, obviously down the line, subject to grades, they would then be accepted sort of for an apprenticeship. So basically, yeah, like I say, that's the way to apply. But if anyone ever wanted any sort of general information, when you go onto the college website under apprenticeships, obviously go under hairdressing, and then my contact details are on there.
Perfect, lovely. Thank you, Hayley. That's all my questions for yourself, Jay. Is there anything else that you kind of just wanted to add or recap on before you leave, basically?
No, I think that's everything really. I mean, as I say, if anyone does ever want any sort of further information, then just feel free. Like I say, my email address is on the apprenticeship site, on the website. So yeah, obviously I'll be more than happy to assist.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Hayley. It's been brilliant talking to you. An amazing insight about hairdressing apprenticeships as well. So thank you and have a lovely rest of your afternoon.
Lovely. Thank you so much, John. Take care. Bye.
Perfect. So I hope you all enjoyed a little bit of insight around hairdressing apprenticeships with Hayley, one of our assessors. I'm now going to bring in Mollie, who is one of our current apprentices. There we go. Send the request.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm good. Are
Good.
you enjoying the snow today? Or
Of
not
course.
really?
It's a bit cold,
It's,
but
it is a bit cold, isn't it, really? Rather stay indoors in the warm. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So, just going to start off really with the questions that I have for you. And
Mhm.
the first one is, what are you enjoying most about your apprenticeship so far?
um, just the fact that I can work and be at college, so I'm learning and doing practical at the same time.
Yeah.
And like stylists, when I'm at work, watching stylists do their thing, and then I can take it and go home and do it myself.
Definitely, definitely. It's that practical element, isn't it, really? And watching it happen right in front of your eyes and being like, okay, now I can do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's good. That's good. So why did you choose to carry out an apprenticeship?
I chose it because I'll get the feeling of working in a salon, so I know how it feels. So
Mhm.
if I want to, like, if I definitely like it, end up working in the salon, maybe owning my own shop, and then obviously going to college 1 day a week, I get my learning time
hmm
in
hmm So
practical.
yeah, kind of setting you up for
Yeah.
potentially your own business, and you've got all
Hmm.
that knowledge behind you then, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. So, what do you feel like the benefits? Obviously, we touched on it a little bit with obviously practical, getting
Yeah.
involved, like the salon staff members that are already there and really experienced, and getting that practical work in. But what do you think are the other benefits of carrying out your apprenticeship?
Well, you just get to learn more when you're like at a workplace, like in a salon.
Yeah.
You generally work more, and you get the feeling of working in the salon, because then you end up like washing hair,
hmm
and you can blow dries and clients and things like that.
Do you feel like it's kind of giving you that professionalism that you need to before you even go into maybe like full-time employment? It's giving you that opportunity in a sense.
Yeah, definitely, because it's definitely different from being at college doing hair on like the training heads
hmm
to doing real clients, because then you can build up like your communication skills, and
hmm
you get a voice and you're not shy.
Definitely. That's good. That's really good. And I guess there's a teamwork element within that as well with like staff members.
Mhm.
You're in a working environment, aren't you? So you've got to build your
Yeah.
team skills as well, I guess.
Yeah, like making new friends and that at work, and then it's all good.
Yeah, definitely. It's like communication skills everywhere, not
Yeah,
only with people at college, but also maybe older adults kind of thing. So you're adapting in that kind of way as well, which is really, really good. Um,
yeah.
so how are you kind of finding the support from your tutors, um, your assessor, at North Kent College? Are you finding you're getting all like the materials, the resources, everything you need to
Oh,
complete?
yeah, definitely. Like if I'm stuck on something, then I'll always go to Tina, who's my tutor,
Okay,
and Hayley, who's my assessor.
okay.
I'll always help for help,
hmm
and they help me with anything that I need.
That's good. That's good. So you think that level of support is always there? It never changes. It's just
Oh,
constant.
yeah, always there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's really good. Really good. Okay. So my last question is it's quite a big one, really, especially for the people that are watching right now, and might be thinking of doing an apprenticeship or even just a hairdressing course at North Kent College. What would your advice be to them if maybe they're just thinking of doing a hair, or if they want to do an apprenticeship as well?
Yeah, well, I spoke to Daisy, who just commented, and
Okay.
she is starting in September,
Okay.
and she's asking me loads of questions and things, and I just said like, get a training head now and start practicing like hair up and that, because some people they find that difficult, like getting it smooth and getting it tidy. So I said you might as well start it now, start practicing getting it perfect, and then when you're at college you can ace it.
Yeah, that's really good advice.
Yeah, so just things like that, just getting a training head, even getting like a little Saturday job. I had a Saturday job for like a year and a half,
Hmm.
and it built up my confidence, built up a voice that I never had.
Okay.
So definitely, like I was working like a Wednesday or Thursday night after school, and then like every Saturday.
Wow, that's really good. Very good.
So
Yeah, that's really good. Well done. I think that's brilliant. Daisy's just said her advice and encouragement has been amazing. That's so lovely. That's really nice. Well, no, what you're saying is brilliant. I mean, getting that head start in a sense,
mhm,
that foot in the door, is brilliant advice. Um, so well done, well done.
thank you.
Um, that's it really. That's all my questions for you. You've been brilliant, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon in the nice, warm comfort of your home and not the coldness outside. Thank you so much, Molly.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you all for obviously tuning in. This week is apprenticeship week, hence why we're doing a hairdressing apprenticeship live Q&A today. If you are interested in any other courses, then we do have a virtual open day coming up, so please apply for that. Get some more insight into any courses that we have on the college website. If you are interested in obviously applying for a specific course area, you can do that on the website. If you click on www.northkent.ac.uk, and then once you click on the home page, at the top right hand corner there'll be the apply online button. Or alternatively, you don't even need to do that. You can head over to the our bio right now, and click that link, and it will take you straight there. And then you can obviously put whatever courses that you'd like to apply for in your basket, and then go through the process with all of them. We do have an employer event this Friday. So if you are an employer watching currently, please do get in contact with myself, and I can direct you on to the correct person. So my email address is Sian, SIAN, Fox, FOX, all one word, at northkent.ac.uk. So if you are an employer, we are having an event this Friday where you can find out more about the benefits of obviously taking on an apprentice. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you've really enjoyed this. Give us a comment or a DM with the next one that you would like to see, whatever subject that you would like. We want to hear from you guys, so please give us a DM if you'd like to see or hear from anyone in particular. With that being said, if you've got any questions that you didn't want to answer on live today, feel free to obviously give us a DM as well. Thank you so much, everybody, and enjoy the snow. Bye.